In a world of rising gods and cosmic horrors, sometimes the biggest tragedies are the most human. They aren't loud, apocalyptic events. They are the silent sacrifice of a guardian who gives up everything, not for fame, not for power, but for a flicker of hope in the city he calls home. This is the story of Captain Dunn Smith, and it's the most heartbreaking journey in all of Lord of Mysteries. The world of Lord of Mysteries is packed with gods, monsters, and beyonders caught in cosmic conflicts. We follow Kellen Moriarty's incredible journey from a transfigurator to a key player in a divine game, but woven into this epic is a tragedy so personal it grounds the entire story, the tale of a mortal man who became a shield against the darkness. Today, we are exploring the life and sacrifice of Captain Dunn Smith and arguing why his fate is the most tragic in a series defined by loss. We will look at his role as guardian of the Tengen Nighthawks, the weight of his personal losses, his unspoken love, and the ultimate price of his duty. This video contains major spoilers for Volume 1, so if you haven't finished the Tengen arc, you have been warned. When we first met Dunn Smith, he isn't a legendary hero. He's a tired, overworked captain with a receding hairline, a tobacco pipe, and a famously bad memory. Initially, he's a potential antagonist investigating Kellen, but that impression quickly fades to reveal a mentor and the bedrock of the Tengen Nighthawks. Dunn's leadership isn't about flashy power, it's quiet competence and duty. He manages chaos, handles paperwork, and patiently shows recruits like Kellen the ropes. He is the respected boss who keeps his team in balance, nurturing their abilities while reining in their impulses in every sense. He is their guardian. But his calm exterior hides a storm. That simple character quirk, his forgetfulness, is a symptom of a deeper burden. It is not just absent-mindedness, it is the sign of a mind stretched to its breaking point. The reason for this strain is a tragic secret. Dunn carries the beyonder characteristics of his fallen comrades within him. This wasn't for power or ambition. It was a desperate choice to keep his friends with him, honoring their memories by carrying their pain. This sacrifice messed with his mind and likely halted his own advancement. To understand Dunn's strategy, we have to look into the man behind the captain, a man whose heart was shaped by grief and a love that never found its voice. His career as a Nighthawk was a circle of death he felt responsible for ending. The Nighthawks weren't just a team, they were his found family. One he was desperate to shield from the world's horrors. This loneliness is best seen in his relationship with Daly Simons. On the surface, they were colleagues, but underneath was a deep unspoken affection. Admired him as an unwavering believer but felt her past made her unworthy of him. In a heartbreaking peril, Dunn felt unworthy of her. He saw himself as a burdened man with nothing to offer someone so exceptionally but more darkness. This mutual insecurity created a tragic gap between two people who could have eased each other's burdens. It was a painful love story that ended before it began, representing a life of happiness that was always just out of reach. Every tragic hero has a defining moment. For Dunn Smith, it comes during a showdown with the descending true creator. As the Aurora Order's ritual spirals out of control, the Nighthawks fight desperately to save Tengen. Throughout the battle, Dunn is the perfect captain, coordinating and protecting his team. But as the true creator's avatar proves overwhelming, he faces an impossible choice. The only thing that might stop the descent is a powerful sealed artifact that requires the ultimate sacrifice to use. Without hesitation, Dunn turns the weapon on himself, unleashing its power to save the city. This act is the devastating climax of his life, the final expression of his philosophy, the safety of others above all else. His death is his last greatest act of protection. The irony is crushing. A man with terrible memory who couldn't remember his dreams makes a choice that will be burned into the memory of everyone who survived him. He died for his city and his found family, including Kellen, the rookie who had brought into the fold. The aftermath cements his tragedy. A grief-striking Daily begins a quest for vengeance, mirroring Dunn's own burdens. Kellen is forced to grow up, carrying the weight of his captain's sacrifice. But the most gut-wrenching detail comes later in a glimpse into the afterlife, where Dunn accepts his role was to be a noble sacrifice in someone's epic. His death was the final payment on a debt that was never his. So, why is Dunn Smith the most tragic character? It is not just his death. Many characters meet brutal ends. Dunn's tragedy is found in his life, one of quiet desperation, shouldering burdens that weren't his, and denying himself any chance at happiness. He was the silent guardian who knew the cost, the unrequited lover who felt too broken for a happy ending, and the captain who made the only choice he ever could. He represents the human cost of the beyond the world in a story about ascending to godhood. Dunn's tale reminds us that the greatest struggles are fought within the human heart. His legacy isn't power or fame, it is sacrifice. It is written in the safety of Tengen, Daily's grief, and the path Kellen Moretti walks, forever shaped by the captain who gave everything. As he once said, "We are guardians, but also a group of miserable wretches that are forever fighting against danger and madness." No one embodied that more completely than Dunn Smith. But that's just my take. What do you think? Do you agree that Dunn Smith is the most tragic figure in Lord of Mysteries? Or does someone else deserve that title? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. If you enjoyed this analysis, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more deep dive into the incredible world of Lord of the Mysteries. Thanks for watching.